We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
The drive will start with an option going left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. 4 down, 31's the mic. Tackle.
Hurts. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him, a fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Cowboy 80. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. Check.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. It'll be Hurts on the option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 2, Mike.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown.
Steven Sims, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
On the double. 22, Mike 22. Here we go, here we go. I got 11, I got 11. He's mine, he's mine. Single, single. I got a single on the slot, single on the slot. Mike 22.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is.
Here's a diving catch right side. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let him know, let him know. Choose the mic. Mustang 19. Son, I got you, son. Mike 2, Mike 2. I got you, I got you.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
You're all mine, baby.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
31's the mic. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. 31's the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Get him, boys.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
It's caught. Mitchell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now this throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one, 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That would give to Breida. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Breida. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Third and 2, Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Go!
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Watch the slant. 41's coming. 41's a mic. I got you, boy.
From the 24, Herbert looking deep for Hilton. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 41. Dragon 60. Target.
Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not
on Herbert, his third interception. Picked off inside the 5, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And